We are live. Mike, what's going on, brother?
We're here.
Thanks for coming through, dude.
Absolutely, player.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, dude, I appreciate you coming. I just started doing these, and I've been doing them with my friends so far. So you're loosely an acquaintance of mine.
Right.
We've met a little bit and hung out the food cart. But you're kind of my first guest that I've had on here that's not like somebody I've known for like fucking 5 or 10 years. So appreciate you coming on here.
Yeah,
come to our little studio I've crafted in my kitchen living room. But yeah, dude, I wanted to bring you on for a couple of reasons. I'm gonna try to kind of do a little bit more local business stuff around here and try to get traffic back up and going in the area with some of the businesses that I like anyway.
Yeah, word.
And just kind of see how these chef owners, restaurant owners, business guys kind of tick, and just kind of learn your story.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that would be interested to hear what goes on in your brain. And I feel like you're also like every time I've had every time I've had an interaction with you too, like I've always kind of left. Not only it's like part of the restaurant experience, kind of right to like you come in for food, but you leave kind of like you had like a full experience.
Yeah,
and somehow you're able to do that at the cart. You know what I mean? With just kind of how you have things set up there. So for people that don't know you, I mean, welcome. Introduce yourself. You're Mike Aldridge from Mid City Smashburger. There's a cart just actually right down the street here, not too far, that You've made quite the name for yourself here with the cart around town.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year.
People really like you guys, man. And so whatever you got going on there, it's the real deal. So how did you like get your start in cooking, or like were you like, I mean, let's go back. I want to figure out where it came from, because you've done something that's really simple with just like a stripped down menu, kind of streamlined, and everybody can't get enough. So it's like, where did you get that? Were you cooking in the kitchen with mom, or something early on, or
if a lot of it was mom had to work, and mom and stepdad went out on the weekends and shit like that. So it got to a point where it was like, hey, if you're hungry, there's food in the fridge, cook for yourself, throw something in the microwave.
How old were you when this happened?
Probably like 8 or 9 years old, 10 years old. This is like the 90s in North Dakota, so a lot of shit.
North Dakota, so you're from North Dakota.
Yeah, originally, yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of shit flew there that would definitely not fly anywhere else, especially in 2022. So, using...
like leaving your kid at home?
Leaving your kid at home and going to the bar, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like,
rock on.
Yeah, here's the number. Here's the number to the bar. Just call us if you need anything.
You kind of had to like fend for yourself in the kitchen.
So not necessarily like fending for myself. You know what I mean?
I just mean with like cooking for yourself.
Yeah. Right. It was. They were gone for a couple hours. If I got hungry, throw something in the microwave type of thing, and so. I'd always been cooking, since a young age. I mean, I started, my first job was, I think, a busboy, something like 15 years old in a restaurant or something like that.
15,
so,
okay.
Yeah,
in North Dakota?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. So I've always been around food as far as.
Was that just
career.
because you like had to get a job, or were you like, I've been cooking since I was 8, I want to cook, I want to be a chef?
No, I didn't even know really and think about that until I actually got this job. One of the kids I wrestled with, or whatever, got me the job. He was like, my parents are bitching.
You were a wrestler too?
Yeah, big time.
Shit, we can talk about that too.
Yeah, big
Let's
time.
do it. But that's cool.
And then there was I saw one of the chefs fucking light a pan of food on fire or whatever.
Flambe and something.
Yeah, and I was just like, holy shit, what is that? And then everyone's loud and swearing at each other, and I was like, this looks like fun. Like, I want to get into this shit. Yeah.
What was the first restaurant? Like, what style of food was it?
Yeah, I mean, it was fucking Minot, North Dakota. It was, Was it like a diner? Or? No, it was actually like a hotel restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know. I've only worked in a couple diners, but I was like, I love them as far as like there's a bunch of them in my hometown. So we'd go to them quite a bit, and that's kind of like what my burger and menu is loosely based off of, is that old school, like,
I mean, you even have like the little sign thing.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like from an old school. It looks like an ice cream shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Menu sign
even
or
if,
something.
You look at our logo, there's, black and white checkerboards around it, like the floor of a lot of diners.
Oh, it's a total vibe. Yeah. Anyone in Portland that listens to this, if you haven't gone to Mid City,
yeah,
I don't know what's wrong with it. You just gotta go. Especially like, I think the best time to go is on like a nice sunny day like today.
Yeah, it's cheeseburger weather.
And the music is going. You got like a record player or some shit over there.
We're bumping. We got like a 2 PAs.
Like,
mixing
PA's
board.
not a record. It's like a PA. But you guys play like old school.
Yeah, we did from soul to metal.
So you went to grew up in North Dakota,
Yep.
or working in restaurants. And
Yep. And
is that where you like learned how to? Is that where you honed in on the craft, or did you
really
go
was
to
out
school?
here.
Did you go to school?
Yeah, I moved to Oregon in
Okay.
2006 after my mom passed away, and then ended up going to culinary school in Eugene.
Okay.
And then moved up to Mount Hood for like 10 years and was cooking up there, and in Portland, and then more Portland and up there.
Okay, shit. Where were you cooking in Mount Hood?
Timberline Lodge, Resort at the Mountain,
Nice.
Skyway.
So like that's kind of more upscale.
Yeah.
type dining, right?
And that's kind of where I got into it after culinary school, and then a lot of my stuff I worked with Vitaly Paley in Portland, Imperial and Headwaters and Portland Penny Diner.
Okay.
And so I just did a lot of my training in town.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So and
Do
then
you stodged places? I just kind of recently learned what that
yeah,
word means.
I actually. Like 13 years ago or so, probably now. I stodged at Le Pigeon with Gabriel Rucker.
Oh, cool.
Way back in the day. That was super fun.
That was another reason I wanted to bring you on, to just kind of dig into your other culinary stuff and you could, like, I don't know, talk about whatever kind of stuff you like want to do, or because you're more than just the burger guy.
Yeah.
And this is important for people to understand that you're much more. There's much more to you than just the smash.
There's
smash
a lot
burger.
of other flavors and
there's a lot of
salty.
there. Yeah, there is, and so it's like you're kind of a little ball of potential right now, because I think you could do whatever you wanted to.
Yeah,
I went to your pop-up at Ruthie's,
Oh, yeah.
and that was some like awesome different food. I don't remember exactly what I had. You made like I remember the coolest thing was the purple potato salad.
Yeah.
And you mixed in like kind of the same ingredients of the like sauce that goes on your burger. And so it tasted like just like a smash burger, but it was like this beautiful piece of art. Like I almost didn't want to eat that food because it was so good
That
looking.
was a fun ass time. My guys at Ruthie's are, some of my favorite people in the world that I've ever met. And
So how'd you meet them? Just from being in the scene around here?
We met actually at a food at Rose's, a restaurant supply.
Ruthie's is another food cart that's on Division.
Yeah, one of the best in Portland, absolutely. And they were walking out with some pate dishes, or not pate dishes, but like in croute dishes, like for baking molds and terrines and stuff like that. And I called them out. I was like, "Oh, terrine day," and they're like, "Oh no, we make our lasagna in these." And I was like, and then we just kind of hit it off from there. And they're like, "Oh, we're Ruthie's." I'm like, "I do this cheeseburger thing," and we just became super good buds and ended up cooking together a couple times. And
seemed like you guys were vibing in there.
Oh fuck, we vibe hard.
Like, it's just like music. You guys are dancing back in there as much as you could in the cart.
Yeah, absolutely. It's super fun.
So where did you like have your first like smash burger? Where did you have your first smash burger that made you be like, okay, because this is like a new fad thing, and I see this all the time where you go to a place and they're like, oh, our special is a smash burger, and it's like you pride, it's like so expensive, and you pride yourself kind of on having like an affordable, consistent. It's a lot of meat for what you get.
Exactly.
Like, where did you first have one?
I mean, I kind of grew up. I mean, these are burgers that are in a lot of diners across the country. You know, they're quick, fast. You get a burger for lunch in a few minutes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the heavy smashing, I think, has kind of come in the last few years. As far as I can see,
people just doing it on Instagram. How ridiculous can we make it look?
Right. How wide can we make this patty type thing? Yeah. And so, I mean, like I've almost kind of tried to go away from it, just being like, we make really good cheeseburgers, not just smash burgers. You know what I mean? So that's what it's a cheeseburger ultimately.
It's just kind of part of the name, and then
exactly.
You're not kind of pushing the fad too hard.
Yeah, it lets people know who we are too with the name, and what we do. But yeah, we sell cheeseburgers, and it's just a fucking lot of fun.
I remember the first time I think I ever saw you and drove by the cart was you were skateboarding with a handmade cardboard sign that you had spray painted. They are, because you just skateboard around the corner. I mean, you probably haven't done it in a little while, but like at first,
it's been a minute. But
I was like, that's kind of a cool vibe when you see somebody doing that, because you're just like, fuck, this guy just wants to. This guy's just
trying to
hustling
sell
birds.
food, baby. I'm just trying to hustle
hustling
food.
birds. And so that's I love the grind.
Yeah, dude, it's been a fun grind for sure.
But when did you decide, I guess, that you wanted to do a burger cart here?
So this all kind of started in New Orleans.
You moved out there
I moved out there in 2019, October of 2019. So just pre-COVID.
Okay.
Halloween. and then had a couple of really good jobs down there and got laid off because of COVID. Shut that whole city down, really.
Damn.
And so I was just looking to pivot, and I was doing like little online videos and this and that. And one of the things down there is porch food culture. So people selling hot plates off their porch.
So explain that, because I don't think a lot of people don't like get that.
Yeah,
it doesn't happen here. It's
it
similar
doesn't.
to like in Texas. I've been in Texas a lot recently,
Right.
and like the barbecue culture.
Yeah.
It just doesn't exist here.
Yeah,
like the getting up in the
yeah.
morning, getting in line, drinking beer on a Sunday,
Right.
and then waiting for barbecue. It's like an all day thing.
Yeah, and then waiting for a hot plate or getting a hot plate off
what's
someone's
porch culture? Because I don't even know anything about this.
It's just like, someone like a certain person is known for making a certain thing and selling it off their porch a certain day of the week.
And there's a lot of these?
Yeah, it's all over.
Like what else besides a burger? Like,
I mean, like yakimein is a big one.
What is that?
It's like a cross between yakisoba noodles and ramen.
What?
Yeah, it's like a specific
That
thing to
sounds
New
so
Orleans.
fire.
It's so
It's a
good.
New Orleans thing?
It's a specific. It's kind of
How do you
started
say
at
it
chest.
again?
Yakimein.
Yakimein?
Yeah, like yakisoba
what?
and ramen.
In like a soup?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah,
that sounds so
it's
fire.
insane. Yeah.
I'm so glad I ate before
And
this.
then
'Cause I
everything
knew we were
like
talking about food.
shrimp boils and crawfish boils, people saw off the porch
That's
and
something
stuff
that
like that. So
I need to pay you money for.
Yeah,
I
no, we're
need
gonna
a
do some
cooler
more.
full of crawfish.
yeah, we're gonna
me
do
and the
some
boys.
soon. I'm actually gonna do it at Flying Fish Company next month. And
Okay,
do a boil.
cool.
Yep,
Sweet.
Yep.
I'm gonna put all his links in the chat later and in the bio so people know where to find your pop-ups and stuff. 'Cause
sweet.
what other kind of pop-ups have you done? I know you brought did you do a thing with the corn dog guys, or you just the hot dog guys?
Yeah, Cobra dogs.
I missed that, but I really wanted to eat those Cobra dogs. Looked
Yeah,
ridiculous.
they're really good, and they're awesome people too. Spencer Schubert is one of the owners of it. He actually just won like Rider of the Year and Video Part of the Year for snowboarding.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's absolutely insane. Super awesome people. Excited to have those guys back this summer, hopefully for a month or two next to us. But yeah, they're just incredible dudes, and it's like cheeseburgers and hot dogs next to each other was great for
cheeseburgers and a lot of things, and I feel like that's something that I noticed right off the bat, that because I kind of just was following the page, seeing what you guys do, and you like to, because you have that little parking lot, and you're like right next to like this like weird art building where people do a bunch of art shit over there.
They do something over there. I don't know how much of it's art.
And you have like
ADX. I'm talking to you.
You got people skateboarding in the parking lot sometimes or whatever.
Yep.
And just like
we got a basketball hoop out there.
It's very old
and shit.
Portland feeling like to me, and it's like you kind of mastered that with your vibe a little bit, and I think it's just so genuinely you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I think that's kind of why that it's not like a fucking playbook that you could. You know what I mean? Like if anybody tried to do all this stuff, it would kind of be corny. But it's just you pulled your car up to this place and just kind of created this environment.
We have as the kids say, a whole ass vibe.
Yeah, yes, you do have a whole ass vibe, and
and
you like support all the like snowboarding art shit. You had like you'll have little pop ups with like tents and stuff. It's kind of it can get eventy over there.
Yeah, we did a real big one actually with we had like 8 vendors. And
was that the one that I came through with the tacos, the fish tacos? Somebody was making these fish tacos, and they were insane.
Kyle Christie, he does.
Shout out Kyle,
he's got a couple different pop ups. He's crushing it. Street Disco is one of them.
Street Disco. I don't think I've heard. I think was that the one? Is that what the fish one was called? That sounds familiar.
And he does stuff. He's doing like Wu-Tang Wednesdays at
Wu-Tang Wednesdays.
Deadshot.
Everybody likes that,
right? With the sunrise guys.
Are those is it like a cocktail pop up thing?
Cocktails and food, small plates.
Deadshot. It's like right on the corner from where we practice music.
Yeah, it's right down the street. Yep. So he's doing cool shit. The kind of unsung Portland chefs right now are like really doing work, and it's really cool to see.
They'll be the next wave of as the market starts to heal from COVID, and you see all these empty businesses. Maybe when the rent comes down a little, when the landlord's trying to put a new restaurant in there, you're gonna see all these pop-ups turn into restaurants.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I mean, I hope so. I hope people take the chance. I know it's hard.
Especially around here, it's got to recover in a big way. Next year, this year's got to be big.
We need a big summer in Portland.
We need a big summer. Yeah.
we need a no mandate summer.
We need that's what I'm saying. We need a big open ass summer. Dude. We deserve it.
People need to party.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun summer.
I think. How did you guys fare? Because I know you kind of a lot of people, you know, you could say COVID kind of was pretty black and white. It either like fucked you up or you kind of thrived from it. And I gotta say, like I thrived pretty well,
and
you know.
We did too. Yeah.
But you guys kind of like came up like opened during COVID, right?
Yeah, I mean
that takes some nuts.
It fucked me up at first, you know, being in New Orleans and getting laid off and being in lockdown in a city where I don't know anybody really.
Did you have some money saved up or something?
No. I moved down there with, you know, a couple grand and everything that I own, and, you know, got a job right away, and then that got laid off, and then we got the COVID relief money.
Oh yeah.
So I bought a flat top and some ground beef and sauce ingredients,
dude.
and started.
You're such a savage.
Started selling cheeseburgers off my porch.
Off your porch?
Yeah.
You got to come here, like we've talked about doing the thing on the roof.
Yeah,
have you been here before?
No.
Oh, I'll take you up there after this.
Dope, yeah.
But you gotta fucking put a flat top on the grill or something.
I'm gonna try to do like little renegade pop-ups all over town this summer. Be like, hey, I got 50 burgers. I'm gonna be in this corner this time, and just see what happens.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah,
because a lot of people support it for sure.
Yeah, that's fun.
So you have like multiple stops right now. Did you open that thing in St. John's?
No, the St. John's thing fell through.
Okay.
It was just,
what happened with that? Can you talk about it?
Yeah, absolutely. There was like
you were working with the guy from Eam, who's that's a big
one of the bartenders, one of the owners, and he does Shipwreck. Eric Nelson, super rad dude.
He's cool. I've met him before.
He's a super rad dude. It was just the build out got to be too spendy.
Did he just love your burgers and want to do something with you?
Yeah, and the vibe and just kind of what we were all about, and wanted to know if we wanted to do something with cocktails. And
that's
I was like,
awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Good people just kind of gravitate towards good people.
Man. Yeah, cool. It was a cool experience. You know, it was a learning moment. You know, what we can and can't do right now.
I've had so many things like gonna happen.
Man,
now I just don't believe it till I see the check.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
100%.
I can't get excited.
Yeah. We got a couple of things we're working on right now. One fell through that we were really hoping for, and then
just the cart right now.
Well, we have a truck and the cart, and the cart's over.
So you have two right now.
Yeah, we have two locations. The newer one is at Cartside PDX. It's a little food cart pod just north of the Moda Center.
Oh.
Like 1825 North Williams, I believe is the address.
North Williams.
But it's like a 5-minute walk from the Moda Center, so it's great for like pre-game, pre-show.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
That's going to pop off. That'll be great.
Yeah, it's been getting busier and busier. So
you guys will be in the Moda Center before you know it.
That's the goal, man.
Let's go, dude. Let's go.
Man.
Just right there with the thing about people probably don't know this if they're not from here, but it's like they've really tried to make the Moda Center. Did you grow up here at all? Like, how long did you spend? How long have you been here?
I've been in Oregon since 2006. I've been consistent in Portland like the last 8-9 years.
8-9 years. Okay, so you've probably even seen the transformation that like there used to be dog shit carnival food in there, and then somebody had the bright idea of like let's fill the whole Moda Center up. On like the main 2 levels with like locals that are killing it, you know. So you got Sizzle Pie in there and all kinds of great notions.
Killer Burger, Bay's Chicken, I think is in there now.
Bay's Chicken, and they're just. I'm sure you guys will be right up there at some point. But.
But right now I'm telling everybody to sneak burgers in there because we're
put them in your mom's purse.
Yeah, put them in your pocket.
Put them in your mom's big black purse, bro. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Stick them in there. They don't scan. They don't scan for burgers.
Yeah, no pocket burgers. You'll get through right away. So.
Oh yeah. Well, do you have any other like? Is there any other? Let's say you had like unlimited capital and no restrictions or restraints on you. Like, what kind of restaurants would you want to open, or have you had any? Obviously, without divulging any super secret awesome ideas that are going to make you $1 million. You know, like. Is there generally like any other kinds of food you enjoy cooking? Like what's your because it's not burgers. Cooking burgers is not your passion.
Yeah, I mean it's become a passion of like this is really fun.
It's good for the community.
It's good for exactly, and it feels good to like make people smile through a cheap burger and shitty memes. Like it's
which you gotta follow them on Instagram. Yeah, he gets up. I'm actually curious how you could stay. Like, because bro, I don't know what to post. Like for my shit, and you just like you must get up and like get in your zen and like how am I going to make a horrible burger meme today?
Yeah, exactly.
It's very creative. Yeah. I commend you for it. I don't know how you stay creative. I like to call them
my poop posts because it's
like
where I get most of my work done.
You just sit on the throne?
Just sit there and wait and just like, oh, okay. What should we do today? Wrestling? All right, let's do wrestling today. Like, movie quotes? Let's do a movie scene today.
So you wrestle? Do you still roll? I just started doing jiu-jitsu in July.
Nice.
Down the street from your
burger spot.
No, I'm down the street from you at NWFA.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
But yeah, I'm not sure where I'm gonna go or what I'm gonna do. But that's been fun to just kind of learn. Just as even as a meditative,
super humbling.
Yeah, it's good. Get choked out every couple times a week. You know what I mean? Did you do that in like high school?
I wrestled in high school and college. Yeah,
man. I'm sure you probably show me some things. I'm sure,
it was pretty crazy.
Wrestlers do really well in jiu-jitsu too.
Yeah. I've had. I'm looking at joining a couple places. It's just trying to get the schedule to mellow out a little bit, and especially before summer, it's like, all right, do I want to commit to going to, practice 3 days a week? Right now,
my buddy's over at Top Team. Seems really cool. I don't know if they do wrestling there. Did you ever do jiu-jitsu or no?
No, I haven't done jiu-jitsu yet.
You should try that.
Yeah, there's a couple places that do grappling. I was out at Team Quest for a little bit. That was super fun. That was a few years ago, but yeah. I haven't decided yet. You know what I mean? I want to get back into it, but like I said, I just got so much going on right now.
What do you do for fun when you're not like doing restaurant shit? Like, do you snowboard? Okay.
Yeah.
You've been up at the mountain a lot recently?
Not enough.
Oh, really? I've seen some videos and stuff. I've snowboarded once, like on Bachelor.
Really?
I probably should snowboard more because we live so close, but I just I fall once and I'm like, I'm fucking cold and wet. You know what I mean? I don't like this.
No, I was sponsored for a little bit by a local company called Deviation. They make local skis and snowboards.
Are they still around?
Yeah.
Cool.
They're super badass.
That's dope.
Really a great bunch of people over there.
I didn't know that you were a fucking badass snowboarder.
Yeah, I mean, badass is relative these days. Oh, man, I haven't tried a backflip in years, but lots of big power riding and stuff like that. Not a lot of park and stuff, but
I'm gonna do some more. I'm gonna try it another time. It's fun to rent it and go down the hill.
Make a day out of it. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah. So I get back into that too. But I do a lot of shit outdoors, a lot of camping and fishing and stuff like that, and stuff with my dog.
So what's your day look like recently? Have you just been looking at numbers and fucking delivering stuff to the carts and
answering emails? And
that's the owner
doing catering stuff. Boy. Yep, exactly.
Delivering patties and shit.
Yep.
That's cool,
that and like I said, doing events and stuff like that. We're trying to spread the love a little bit. So if people want to do catering stuff, they can hit up our Instagram. We're trying to get better at it.
Yeah. And you'll do anything, right?
Pretty much. Yeah. I just like
do
I
you
said,
have
it's a hustle.
a menu of catering stuff or what's your favorite thing to do? The crawfish boils, maybe?
Oh yeah, that shit's super fun.
Yeah, just lots of throwing stuff in a pot.
Yeah, absolutely. Just loud and fast and making sure people are ready to pay and get their stuff and get out of the way.
I saw you post a video, I don't know, it's probably a year ago or something on your Instagram of you wrapping up burgers and throwing them at people in a pool.
Yeah,
it was like a pool party at a nice house. That looks like fun, dude.
Yeah,
hang out Mike for a day, have them throw burgers at you.
Yeah.
Pool.
Yeah, like I said,
I would be sick really quick. I mean, I'd get sick. I'd just be like,
one of my best friend's birthday it was a surprise. His wife had me come out and cook burgers for him. So nice. Yeah, it was badass. It was super fun. So I'm always down to do shit like that and have fun doing it,
Yeah. What's your what's a job that you had that stood out to you? You know what I mean? Like back in the day that kind of was you were like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking keep doing this, forever. Or is it just kind of like a means? You know what I mean? Like where you basically always had you just kind of realize shit. My resume is just all cooking.
It's all
stuff,
this.
So
yeah,
I need to keep doing this, or are you?
I feel like
it seems like you're fully in this, because you love it.
It's all I've ever done. Yeah. I feel like it's like anything with a lot of trades, like plumbers or electricians, stuff like that. It's like you kind of, you know more than one thing, but you know a lot about one thing. You know what I mean? Right. I know how to cook food and I know how to cook everything. You know what I mean? Yeah. Not everything, but it's like I have the right amount of training to learn how to cook everything. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like I don't really know how to apply that to a lot of other things. It's like I couldn't go fucking frame a house. It's like,
dude, I wish I could do that.
Yeah,
I wish I could do that stuff.
I mean?
Whenever I see people that build shit, I'm fuck.
Yeah, I know. Right?
I wish I had devoted half my life to that.
I'm just you guys are badass. So they're like, this sucks. We don't get paid shit. And I'm like, yeah, I get it.
But
so
you can like do shit.
Yeah.
You can, like, fix stuff.
Yeah.
Build shit.
Yeah. I just make people fat.
No.
But, again, I have fun doing it, but
right. You make people's day though, dude. Like my dad is like a psychopath about the burgers. Sometimes.
Nice.
Like he's just like, and sometimes he'll like drive and it would be like something where like the cart gets rained out or it's like too hot and you have to like close. Yeah. And he's like, I drove all the way.
Yeah.
He's like, I couldn't get the smash burgers. Like once you have your heart set on the Smashy Boys, dude, there's nothing that'll scratch the itch.
Yeah. We've definitely seen that like face a couple times. I'm like, I'm so sorry. It's so harder for me to say.
I know you're like the sweet, you're like the nicest dude ever.
Yeah, it's fun, man. Like we love serving people, and that's you know, like you just look at our reviews, and it's great food, great staff, great vibe, great staff. The staff is awesome. You know what I mean? And I've had like no turnover, you know, and when you're open, it's like people want to work for us.
You're making waves, right?
Yeah, and it's just, you know, I think we're offering people a really cool place to work and something that's different and not, you know, 14 hours a day to make good money. You know
right.
What I mean? So,
and I feel like the more you guys like evolve, the more that's just gonna get better and better. Yeah, it's already right there. Yeah, you got the vision for a good place to be.
Yep, we got the vision for a good place to be.
And it's quick too. You guys fire them out.
Yeah, it's fast food. You know, it's like when there's a line, we cook 10 burgers at a time, no matter what. It's like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
But you guys have good ingredients, which is like kind of the difference. You use like Painted Hills beef, right? Which is like a local
Painted
farm.
Hills beef, Tillamook ice cream, Dairy Gold milk, Franz buns. I think.
Which Franz is like around the corner from
which is cool. So we get super fresh buns. As much stuff as we can do locally, we do, and it's like, you know, like 95% of our menu is local, so
that's cool.
That's pretty badass, and it's affordable. You know what I mean? It's like that's the whole thing is, you know, people make these huge menus and then put you know, like exorbitant prices next to these things because they only sell a couple of them a day.
Fancy descriptions.
Yeah, and it's like, well, why don't you just like narrow your menu and make things cheaper and sell a lot of everything a day?
Right.
You know what I mean? Instead of trying to sell, you know, 40 different things.
That's smart.
That's kind of was where I was like, we've slowly added stuff. You know, the chicken nuggets, the fish sandwich. You know what I mean? But initially, we were like 4 things for the first 8 months, you know, and then we like did a couple specials and people loved it.
Yeah, you like, so I actually just had the fish one today, and I'm like not even like a fish sandwich dude, like never. And
it's banging. Like,
it smacks. The fish, awesome. What's called the Splashy Boy.
That's the nickname, or the Splash Burger.
The Splash Burger. So you got the Smash Burger. And the Splash Burger.
One of our regulars named it. I was like, yeah, that's fucking incredible. That's what we're gonna go with,
dude. I still want to see, and I've DM'd you about it a million times, probably annoyed you about
it. Is this the McGangbang?
No, just the like the Big Mac version.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? I know you can get the 4x4 if you ask for it, right? You guys got some secret menu.
There's a couple secret things that we roll out. The Dyna Daddy is one of them.
What is that one?
So Dyna's like the Harley that I ride. Me and a bunch of my buddies. It's just the style of Harley. It's a Dyna. And one of the guys came through and ordered a 3x3. So it's like 3 burgers on one.
I got the 4x4. It's like, too much.
It's so much.
It's
I was like,
silly.
Good Lord, dude. But like, well, if people ask us, we'll make it. You know what I mean? So, and we're getting ready to do some cool shit. We're actually doing a collab with Bacon Skateboards.
What is that?
And that's coming up in.
Is that a local skate company?
Yeah, yep. And then this will be the first time ever that we put bacon on a smash burger.
So, that's a big deal, dude.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Let's go.
So we would never do it, but these guys, they want to do it.
Why? What's your problem with that?
Cost and timing. You know what I mean?
Timing, because you want it to be good.
Yeah, that and just like, if you know, just do the same thing over and over and over and over again.
Right.
So if it goes well, we'll probably we'll run it as a special every now and then type of thing. But
that's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
Dude, and you guys, those smash burgers too are so good. Like they work even a couple days out.
Like,
you know what I mean? I don't even want to say how many days I think I left one in the fridge, and I was like,
it's still good.
I'm gonna throw in the microwave.
12 seconds on high in the microwave.
Yeah, I do like I don't probably doesn't even do anything, but I do it upside down and then right side up. It's like it's my superstition that it does something to it.
That's hilarious.
You guys need to release like little. those little pockets that like you put the White Castle sliders in.
Right.
You know
what
I mean?
Hot
Like,
pocket metal
yeah,
things.
just do one that perfectly fits the smash burger. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so for reheating.
I'd love to figure out how to like bottle our sauce.
It's probably not sustainable.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You just get one.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta keep it forever.
You got to like wash it. Yeah. That wouldn't work. But what else? What other stuff do you like to cook? Like besides burgers? I think I asked you.
Lots of seafood, man. That's my big thing. It's like I love the Oregon coast and everything it provides.
Yeah.
And
the seafood thing? Have you always been a seafood guy?
Yeah, I mean we grew up fishing and camping as a kid, and so like fish was really a means.
In North Dakota.
Yeah, fish was really a means to a lot of our meals. We grew up kind of poor, so
what kind of fish are out there?
Walleye, northern pike, perch, stuff like that. We were big walleye fishers.
I don't know shit about fish.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about it. I like some fish. Yeah. Like I like sushi, like raw, like the nigiri and stuff like that. But I don't know. I've never really been fishing before.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's my shit.
You still go all the time?
Oh, yeah. I'm going out to the coast tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Are you going to catch something, you think?
That's the goal. It's, hopefully.
Would you say that most of the time you catch stuff, or is it just kind of like...
It's, it all depends, what you're going for. And
you have one of those, like, boats that tells you what's down in there?
No, I wish.
You just kind of go out and say, fuck it.
You just say it's like getting a line wet. Sometimes it's like, you're not going to catch anything. But
it's just the chilling and the relaxing.
Exactly.
The meditation.
Exactly. Yeah, it's super fun, and it's a good way to decompress from everything, especially Portland. You know what I mean? Just get out and be like.
It's been wild here.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my house just got robbed, or my garage just got robbed a couple of days ago.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's just
the
like,
cops just said, "Fuck yourself."
I just didn't even fucking try.
Yeah, it's not even worth calling.
Like
my buddy got his car stolen, like right before we left for tour. My guitarist actually. They're just like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm like, I got him on camera, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they're not going to do shit. So, it is what it is.
I'm sorry that happened, man.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean,
hopefully they fix that. I mean,
yeah, hopefully
I think, happens. Yeah, hopefully, like, maybe just people start going out and being out in, like, mass crowds again, that maybe some of this stuff will kind of, like, those, it's like the businesses have to, shoo people off their front porch when they're, what I mean? Like Chinatown, for instance, is like, you can't walk around there anymore.
Right.
Not even that you would ever want to, like, even like since I turned like 21, like 10 years ago.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I mean?
Like we used to block it off on the weekends.
Yeah.
It was like,
and it was like,
it was
okay.
fun, it was like just at least to see it vibrant, what I mean?
And there were so many people nicely dressed walking around where it's like you couldn't, you couldn't just have a ton of tents and stuff there. But now all the camping stuff has kind of
it's kind of
overrun
over everything downtown. It's been kind of wild.
Has the cart experienced like some vandalism and stuff like that?
Not really vandalism.
You guys have like a really nice mural on your cart.
Yeah.
Right? Is that all your idea? Or?
Yeah, it's actually Matt Schlotsky is a local mural artist.
Okay.
He kind of took my idea and ran with it. Or ideas. It took a while for me to like kind of get them all figured out. And
explain what it looks like to people that can't see it. Or
it's
what your
kind
vision was for
a play on one of the famous New Orleans artists. His name is Frenchie. He's got a really like super impressionistic style, and then all the characters on the front of the card are all like friends from New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah, so it kind of paid homage.
That's
to
awesome.
Some of the
people you know.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, the bartender.
So you just got your homies on the card. I fucking love that.
So the bartender guy is my good buddy Mike Sipos. He's like a legendary French Quarter bartender at Two Jacks before he moved. And then
that's a place in New Orleans?
Yep. And then the guy boiling crawfish is my good buddy Shaggy, who runs Nola Crawfish King. And then the guy sitting down, the grumpy old man, is Mr. James, who is my neighbor, who our fries, the Mr. James style.
The Mr. James fries?
Yeah, that's named after.
Grumpy old man, huh?
Yeah. Dude, never saw him smile once, but he was always happy. He was great. You know what I mean? And then
you need that character in your life.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then there's a couple of musicians that are on front of it too that were the brass band. They were in the brass band that played in front of my porch when I was serving burgers. So I'd have like a whole second
you would have a
band.
band come in front of your porch?
Like
was the porch like popping?
It was popping.
Is this kind of like a legend that we don't know about?
There's been I've shared a couple of videos of it. I guess I should reshare them because they're pretty fucking sweet. It's just like
it's like Franklin's. Have you been to Franklin's?
Yeah.
Like in Texas?
Yep. It's like me cooking on my porch, and then I had a brass band, like a 7-piece brass band. playing like second line march music and getting after it, and then there'd be like 60, 70 people dancing in the street.
Just on a Sunday?
On a Sunday afternoon, yeah.
Were you? So was this when you weren't working?
Yeah, this was when I was when we were laid off.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and it was like lockdown-ish.
That's so cool though. Like you had that idea that let's just fucking.
We made it on like the fucking front page of the Times-Picayune down there, the Sunday Times. It's like a huge deal.
I want to brainstorm with you. What are some reasons why that would never work out here? Like it's like I feel like it could. Like you want to think that it would. Like my first thing is like go to Alberta, didn't do that. Yeah. But then you're like the next door neighbor. The neighbor would be called the city.
Some neighbor would
be
pissed.
City would come down and they would say, "Who's drinking out here?"
Yeah.
And then the OLCC would come out and give everyone an open container. Yeah. And then you're like, why can't we have that fun shit?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's some shit.
It should be so easy to do.
I don't want to shit on Portland, man, because it's not a bad place.
No, not at all. No, I love it.
I'm ready to move and try a new place because I've lived here for 30 years. I've never moved. And you would even say, get out of here and go experience something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and so, and then come back or whatever and bring the experiences back with you. But,
yeah, exactly.
But it's definitely like you go around. I went and saw so much of the country this year. It's my first US tour.
You were fucking everywhere.
We were everywhere. And like I saw the main thing I noticed from everywhere, pretty fucking chill about like everything. And I mean that with like the law, like the you know the city and their rules and stuff. You know what I mean? And like you're walking around in New York and you're like, the city of Portland would never allow this.
Yeah, exactly.
The city of Portland would never allow this. Like because I've dealt with them a lot of like having to build shit when I own a grow op and stuff like that, and they're just like especially that they're like so inside of your asshole.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like crawling around trying to figure out how they can fuck you.
Yep, every inspector ever. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like they you have to build a ramp here and you have to make a new staircase here, and it's like that's $75,000, and they're like, but we're never gonna approve the permit for you to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're just gonna be in violation.
Just in purgatory the entire time. Yeah.
And but anyway, that would just I want that kind of stuff to happen here. That would be why we need that. We need people in the street playing music.
Yep, selling food, having fun.
Holy
you know
shit,
what I mean?
It's just such a vibe.
It is, and it's. I feel like I could do a lot for either neighborhoods or the community in general, just to have
like people here don't know
a
their
more
neighbors
relaxed
really
environment. Yeah, and that's
right?
It's a weird thing. Yeah,
my whole life we didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't.
And from how I grew up, it's like we always knew our neighbors. If you made eye contact with someone walking down the street, you fucking acknowledged it. We're like, hey, how's it going? You know what I mean? It's like, when I first moved to Oregon, I was just like, what the fuck? Like nobody says hi to each other out here. Like this is crazy. Like. The Midwest 2-finger wave, you're driving down the street, someone looks at you, give them 2 fingers, like, hey, how's it going,
Exactly.
And you just acknowledge people's existence, and I feel like everyone is like very much in a bubble out here, and it's like, and it goes into neighborhoods, and it goes into like, oh, I don't go across the bridge, or I don't cross the river, and stuff. It's like, fuck, why not? There's so much on all of this city to see. It's like people just get, I don't know.
I feel like it was
it
was like that before this pandemic shit.
Yeah, and I feel like it was like that even like maybe 10 years ago. Yeah. Like it was dope, you know what I mean? And then like just the influx of people and people not wanting to probably drive around because there's so much traffic and shit now.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's, not knowing your neighbor is crazy. Once I moved to New Orleans, and it's like everybody says hi to each other, and it's like, what's up, neighbor? How you doing, baby? Like, how you doing? How you doing? Awesome. Like, all day, every day.
It's so top of my list to go. It's like one of the next places I'm going to go. I have to go there.
Yeah, I'm going back for 2 weeks for Jazz Fest.
You wanted to do that this year.
Yeah, I'm going back this year. Yeah.
Oh, it's good. Okay.
I was going to go last year, and they shut it down.
Shut down again.
Yeah, but now it's full on. They just had Mardi Gras, and it was great. They're like,
dude, I feel like you would be the guy. So. If I was going to go down there with somebody, I need to go down there around the time that you probably got the spots and the people.
Yeah, I got the people for sure. And I got we spent a lot of time in the quarter.
How long did you live there?
Almost a year, just about a year.
Just a year?
Yeah.
And was it like so dope and then the COVID shit just shut it down?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was still dope, but I had, like people saw the cheeseburger thing going off down there, and they're just like, bring it back to Portland. And I was like, the more I thought about it, it was just like, all right, I should just take the chance of going back and trying to figure it out. I was in a shitty living situation down there, so I was just like, let me get out of this. I don't really have the money to move and like start all over again down there. Right. And so like, let's just pack it up and go back to Portland and try to hit the ground running with the cheeseburger thing, and fucking did.
You fucking did, yeah. Everybody's excited about it.
Yeah, it's been wild.
That's super dope.
Yeah, it's been fun as shit. So, yeah, I'm stoked.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, what's kind of next for you? Like, I know you're working on more Smashburger stuff, but is there any other kind of stuff you can talk about is like a different style restaurant, or is there any other stuff? Any pop-ups even?
We're
excited about?
I was doing some fine dining pop-ups with L&J Wines. Or J&J Wines, I'm sorry. But the space they got new ownership, so we're trying to figure out what's going to happen with that.
What kind of stuff do you do when you do those?
It's like a 6 or 7 course ticketed dinner and like wine paired stuff like that, and then just do
So when you do that, what's the business model breakdown thing look like? Because I've always wondered.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It changes, it varies. Like we rent the space, or we take in a percentage of the ticket sales, or however it works. It's kind of like varied, and something I'm still trying to figure out too. So we'll see how it goes, but
that's kind of to me where I'm
also
just
like,
damn,
fuck, I don't want to work fucking 16-hour days anymore just to cook some food, and it's kind of nice to just be like, all right, let's just worry about cheeseburgers right now, and then in a couple years, if I have the capital to do something big, I'll do something big.
It's
but
just
right
constant
now,
reinvesting, right?
Pretty much.
Stuff.
And we're hoping to maybe offer franchise soon, so people can just buy in and run it themselves, and then.
Yeah.
We're looking at opening up in a couple more cities in Oregon right now.
You gonna do anything else outside of Oregon? Like any other prospects?
We'll see.
For places?
I mean, hopefully, I'd like to maybe throw one up in North Dakota and then one back in New Orleans.
Go back home, dude. That would pop off.
Yeah,
people would be stoked.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "He's home."
Yeah, exactly.
With the cheeseburgers.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're probably watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And that was the way Portland was. It was like, holy shit, bring it back. Like, what are you doing? Like, come home, bring it back. And I'm like, all right.
Dude, I wish we could. I wish we could have the. I mean, you're doing such a good job with the vibe of the cart already, but I wish we could see something like that porch vibe happen here.
I know.
That just sounds so dope.
It's so hard to find a second line band in Portland that's like traditional, and super funky and brassy. There's like,
what is that, like a trombone and a French horn?
Yeah, snare, bass drum, tuba. Saxophone, trumpet.
You were just blowing up the block.
Oh fuck, it was awesome.
And were you selling you were selling the cheeseburgers for $5?
$5, dollar beers. You know what I mean?
Were you like paying your rent off of that?
Damn near.
Really?
Yeah, damn
If you would have kept doing it?
Yeah.
City never gave you any trouble?
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, we'd have. I mean, cops would be driving by and we'd be
give
partying.
Him a burger.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it was awesome,
dude. That doesn't even sound real.
It
sounds like a movie to a person like me from Portland. I've never.
So funny because all my friends from New Orleans, nobody does this. Nobody moves to New Orleans, starts a business off their porch, makes it on the front page of the paper, the Sunday paper. And
the city just ate it up
in 8 months. You know what I mean? During a pandemic.
Here you would be on the front page of the Mercury, and it would be like, disgusting burger guy sells non-food health department regulated burgers off his front porch without city permit.
Exactly. That's actually kind of what. That wasn't like the tone of the article. It was more of like, damn, this dude's had to pivot since he's been laid off. And I remember going.
Dude, I
went out a couple times, and someone was like, oh. You're the
burger guy.
You're the porch guy.
No way.
And
dude.
I was like, yeah, they were
famous
like pissed
for the porch
because
burgers.
they were restaurant orders and they were closed down for COVID. And they're like, I can't sell food, but you can sell $5 cheeseburgers off your porch. I'm like, fuck yeah, I can.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to.
Yeah, we make the rules.
Yeah, it was awesome. So
that's dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on doing a couple little ones like that through my neighborhood and stuff, and kind of bring that vibe back.
Dude, that would be so dope. Yeah. I'm all for that. I know that there's 20 people in this building that will rally. I will rally for that, and I got 10 other friends that are all about the Smash Boys.
Dude.
So
that's a lot
I spread
of
the word as much as I can. How would you say do you think that word of mouth has just kind of been super important for
word of mouth and
Instagram,
man? Yeah,
so
we don't even really fuck with Yelp. I just put the page on there. I don't even check it.
I feel like that's a beast that from what I've heard that you don't want to get into
Not
because
even
as soon as you start as soon as Yelp starts paying dividends or whatever, it's then you're reliant on if one person goes on there with the sassy attitude or whatever, and people are so funny when they don't understand your burgers. The only complaints you get are super like people that just don't get
what you're
doing.
So everybody like do your research. The name Smash Burgers in the fucking title. Like,
I remember they got it. They're like, you posted one or something, or somebody did that was like, I got a burger from there. It was small and it was all beat up and smashed up right, or whatever, and falling apart.
Yeah, I was just like,
I could get a bigger, thicker burger from our Applebee's or whatever.
It's like, do your research. Like, it's a $5 cheeseburger. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be huge, but it's still a double quarter pounder of cheese. You know what I mean? It's enough for lunch for sure. You know, so.
Dude. Yeah, I always fuck up and eat. Well, I think what happens to me is I'll get like a couple because I'm gonna save them. Yeah, and then I'll go like I'll eat like one or two, and I'll be like. No, I'm gonna save that other one. Like, and then I'll say, okay, well, maybe I'll have a bite of it. You know what I mean? You just have a bite of it, and then it's just all over from there.
Yeah, it's super funny. Yeah, I do the same thing. I had one yesterday. I love them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, they don't get old for me.
Have you changed up the like recipe a bunch to get to where like the experimenting to get the sauce is something special that
that sauce has been like.
How many times have
in
you
development for probably like 12 years?
12 years?
Yeah, it's a sauce that I started putting on maybe like 10 now, I guess.
So that goes to show you how long you need to put your love in.
Yeah, it was a sauce that I came up with for a sandwich for the Portland Penny Diner. And I just have like...
What was that sandwich? Do you remember?
It was actually called... They named it... They named it after me. They called it the Mikey. Because it was Mikey? Like... Yeah, it was a patty melt with... also like... It was just a traditional patty melt, but... a little bit different with a super crazy sauce on it, and a ton of other shit. But it was fire. It was super good. So they let me they named it, and then I was like, this sauce is sauce, and I've used it for like potato salad. I've used it for
the potato sauce.
I've used it for a bunch of stuff over the years, and it's kind of like. It's gotten really fancy, and I've like dumped it down, and you know what I mean. So
that's a whole nother revenue stream if you can get that sucker in a jar. Dude.
Yeah, it's been talked about.
But you're kind of scared to put it out there because then somebody's going to break it down. Somebody's going to put it in a laboratory. They're going to try to figure it out.
It's super funny. This is something I haven't told anybody, but every time somebody asks what's in the sauce, I always change the amount of ingredients that are in it.
It's like a padlock. That's
37 ingredients in it. People are like, damn. We'll all be like, there's only 4 ingredients in it. And people are like, what? You know what I mean? Like, it's full spectrum. That's like one of my fun little tricks.
The number lies somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, it's one of my fun little tricks to fuck with people.
Dude, hell yeah. They'll never know. Yeah. They'll never. You can't let them know what's in the sauce.
Yeah, bro. It's hilarious. Oh, man. Yeah, I will. This is a good one. So the Smash sauce. How many people are following right now? We got.
There's 2 people at the moment, but they go in and out, back and forth. Oh, somebody said out there, I'm so fucking hungry right now.
All right. Well, this is good. So Smash sauce actually came from a ex-girlfriend of mine. We used to do this thing called Random Acts of Smash, which would be like the Sea Level Club, where we'd hook up on a train, or we'd do the
Mile High Club, or whatever.
We'd do like random
change the location.
Yeah, exactly. Just like something just fuck around somewhere. And we call it Random Acts of Smash. And so I was like, I'm going to call my burger sauce Smash Sauce.
The Smash Sauce.
And so now every time someone like a grown man's like, can I get a side of Smash Sauce? I'm like, tee-hee-hee.
Yeah. They have no idea.
It's pretty good. So.
An inappropriate
It's my own little joke, a little inside
I think everybody kind of thinks of that. At least with the lingo when you think about Smashy Boy or Smashy or whatever.
I'm not shy about saying, what a great time of day to get smashed on. And shit like that,
absolutely, man.
I think people pick up on it, and it's fun.
Food and love are one, right? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
So what was to go back to like your origin story? I guess when was like the first time you kind of cooked like burgers? You know what I mean? Like
these burgers. This came up as like I was in New Orleans and I was bitching at all my friends because I could not find a burger that was under like 8 ounces. You know what I mean? Everything was just like a big I
hate that. I even
big burger, and I was like, and I'm like, God, I just want like a little, not McDonald's, but like I just want a little burger,
a little banger.
Yeah, and they're just like, what the fuck?
But it's got to be enough.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Like sometimes Burgerville, bro. It's like all bread.
Yeah, and it's fucking $20.
It's so expensive.
It's nuts. And so,
yeah.
And so we were all drunk one night, and they're like, just fucking make them. And I was like, all right, come over tomorrow. And so it was like the next night I came over, having drinks, and I like fired up the skillet and shit. And I'm like, had like a few ingredients to make like a sauce, you know what I mean?
Right.
Somewhat. And,
some kind of a sauce.
And fuck, they went nuts.
So you're the homie that's like always cooking for the friends?
Yeah,
then?
100%.
Really?
Yep, always.
Okay.
Yep, always.
And do you find like personal joy that brings you, gratification?
Absolutely.
Because there's something about somebody that likes cooking for somebody.
Yeah, and it's like, I love cooking for like you said, like the friends and, you know, the crews. And it's like potlucks like on the mountain turned into, instead of, you know, everybody bringing a dish, it was just everybody bring food for Mike to cook. And he was like,
and throw him some money.
And I just walk in the kitchen and be like, everybody get the fuck out. Like, I got this. Like, what do you want? What's your end goal? And I'd make it, you know what I mean? And, but it's like, I just love, you know, making food and for like sustaining people, especially like when we're partying and shit. It's like,
where do you think that came from?
I don't know.
Or started,
maybe the Midwest, you know, and then the hospitality thing. Yeah,
I don't cook for people. I would be nervous cooking for people. I
mean, I've kind of always loved it. You know, I remember cooking for my parents back in the day and be like, try this. You know, and they're like, oh, this fucking sucks. Or, you know, this is pretty good. You know, so yeah, it's I don't know if it's I don't know where it comes from. You know, it's like, you know, but it's definitely something I love to do. Through doing and just, you know,
and like when people tell you your food's good, like every time it like fills up your life bar.
Or just see them smile, or like see the vibe a good meal creates. You know what I mean? It's like
so important.
You see like pig roasts on the mountain for everybody, and just, you know, like creating community around food, you know, and creating a gathering around food is just something I love to do. It's like, and that goes down to like, you know, the seafood boils.
Anthony Bourdain or something, or somebody. So a lot of people will say that like doesn't matter what the food is, like 10% of like what you're eating, you know what I mean? Like it's the food is 10% of like the memory of the meal, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like the rest of it is like who you're with and where you're at,
or how, like, you know, I had a chef once that was like, cooking's fucking easy. It's, you know, how you do it, right? You know, and the attitude you have when you do it. You know, it's like if you're pissed off, you know, cooking food, people are gonna taste that.
That's wild. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
probably.
It's like fucking. Here you
hate
go.
being
just
here,
like
whatever,
negative energy on a plate. You know, it sounds weird to say,
but that makes a lot of sense.
True. You know, you can tell if the love's not in it. You know, the flavor's not in it.
Would you ever go on TV and do one of these like cooking shows?
Absolutely.
Let's go, bro. Let's get you on. How do we get Mike on Chopped?
We're working on.
How do we get Mike on Chopped?
Yeah,
like Top Chef. You're like the burger. Like especially with the New Orleans story. Like push that. Like he's the burger guy from New Orleans.
Right.
Put him on fucking. Put him on MasterChef. Let's go. You think you could handle Gordon, dude?
I definitely think I could.
You think you could? He would like. He ended up liking you.
Yeah, exactly.
He ended up liking you a lot.
Like, shit. Like, fuck you, dude.
Right. Yeah, you got. Yeah, he would. He.
Like, we're too much alike to not get along. Yeah. No, that'd be super fun.
Dude,
we've talked
if you had
about
to be on one, what would you pick right off the bat? Would you do Chopped, or would that be with all the random?
Chopped is
so
weird.
fun.
I've had enough friends do Chopped that I don't know that it's at the top of my list just because of the experiences they've had with it.
Really?
It's pretty much like predetermined.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not like.
All right, you have to tell us about this.
Yeah.
I've never heard about.
I've
never heard about any behind the scenes.
Yeah, I've heard from 2 or 3 different people that they basically know who's going to win the episode before they even start.
What?
Yeah. Sorry, everybody, but yeah, that's.
I mean,
we'll
still get high and watch Chopped.
Right?
It's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of butthurt about it.
I know. I was bummed.
When did they start doing that?
My friend was on it like 3 years ago, and that's when she told me about it. And
wow.
And she should have won. You know what I mean? She should have won. And so
there's this episode of the show, and I wish I knew exactly which one it was, but there was like one of the ladies was like it was like a lot of drama in the episode between these two ladies, and then one of them like made a taco and put like a sauce underneath it, like totally stupid. and then like the other girl's thing like had something that was kind of soggy too, like a soggy element, And then the lady's trying to be all nice about getting eliminated. And she was like, well, yes, thank you for the opportunity. And she goes, but her shit was soggy. And she like
really?
snaps. Yeah. Like if you Google like her shit was sorry or her shit was soggy chopped, it'll pull up the clip. It's so funny. She was so mad.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, if you had to be on one of those shows though,
yeah.
which one do you think it would be?
Oh man, I would actually like to do a Gordon Ramsay show just to do the experience, just to be like, all right, dude, let's see what you're really about.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably just acting.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched a lot of them in a long time because some of them are just so like
it's gotten so
overproduced.
And there's this one, and I love Guy Fieri. What's thoughts on Guy Fieri?
Oh no, man, they're all over the place.
I feel like Guy Fieri's for me, my fantasy is that he's just the one nice guy in Hollywood. He's a real one.
And it's like
if you had $100 million.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like just some normal chill dude.
Right. Yeah.
He has silly hair, leave him alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I've never met him. We've talked about trying to get on the diners, drive-ins and things. Yeah. So
I don't know if you want that. That would just destroy. I guess everybody thinks they want it, but that would you would have to buy the whole block.
Yeah.
And demolish all the buildings.
We're here for it.
You'd have to make it and you need 7 carts because that shit will make people's business explode.
Yeah. We've had a lot of crazy stuff.
I can see you on Guys Grocery Games running around with the car.
My buddy actually did that a long time ago.
Did he? That's so funny.
Yeah.
I wish it'd be so funny if I had friends that were doing that.
It's weird.
I don't have a ton of friends in the cooking game, just you and a couple other ones. But.
Yeah, it's funny hearing other people's experiences, especially in this industry for sure. Yeah. It's like, as I'm sure you can trade stories with other band members and. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go on and on about the shit you guys have seen and done.
Road tour stuff or whatever.
Just all the shit you guys have done.
It's all everybody experiences kind of similar stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. What's one of the best food experiences you've had in recent memory as far as I don't know, just whether it's something you ate or a dining experience you had. It doesn't have to be here. You know what I mean? I was just curious what's something that recently you were like, damn, when you left, you were like, holy shit.
I've had a couple dinners in Portland recently that have just been absolutely bonkers. Like Scotch Lodge is incredible.
I'm right taking notes on this.
Yeah, and that's
is that fancy schmancy?
Yeah, it's a whiskey bar. What'd you
get at Scotch Lodge?
A bunch of stuff.
You just did a menu tasting.
Yeah, basically just kind of went through it. Me and a buddy are kind of big eaters, so we just kind of ordered a bunch of stuff.
Dude, hit me up one time. I want to pull through I want to sit side seat and help you guys eat some of that shit. I'll throw down.
Yeah, Scotch Lodge is great. That's actually one of the better meals I've had in a long time.
What'd you get? What kind of stuff do they have?
It's like Northwest Fare. You know what I mean? It's kind of super seasonal, but really, really, really good. I fucking eat
I always see
once a week.
You're all about supporting, shouting out. This is one thing I did notice about the Portland restaurant guys. When I was doing the weed thing, I was trying to organize I had this idea, and somebody can probably take it if they're listening. They own a weed company, but I wanted to be my idea was that weed. Because we just were a farm and we sold high-end products. And I had a really nice brand going and everything, and people were biting onto it. I wanted to almost make our page on Instagram a tourism page, Travel Portland.
Oh, right.
And work with different breweries and because weed is just one of the things about the Northwest or Portland that kind of makes it what it is, and it kind of ties into beer and food and skateboarding and all these different things. And so I was kind of trying to I had some weird roots of an idea of bringing it all together, and so I tried to do collabs with these food people. I did one with PDX sliders where they made a sandwich with our brand name on it. Okay. And it was called Certified Portland, so it was the Certified Portland Burger, you know what I mean, or whatever. So it was a really clean branded name. So it wasn't Green Buds Farm or something.
Right.
But what I noticed was a lot of people are not. The chefs and stuff are generally pretty they're not collabby a lot.
Yeah,
and they're kind of very interesting people. Some of them they don't want to work with another guy if like I remember I was going to do something with like a barbecue guy, and like I was talking about a collab with like another guy, and they were like, oh yeah, well if I'm trying to be the barbecue guy around here, then like I can't do stuff with other barbecue people. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go to look at Texas, everybody's fucking,
right.
I mean, there's a lot of drama, barbecue drama in Texas. My buddy does barbecue out there, and he tells me all the drama. And it's hilarious. But there's a lot of people collabing, doing stuff out there. It just seems, but it seems like a lot of chefs are kind of like, you know what I mean? Like they don't want to
kind of stuck in their own space.
Or something like, and you're about that life. Like you're always eating at somebody else's place and tagging them in it. And I'm just like, dude, this guy. Dude.
Yeah, and it's not even just about collaboration. It's about support. Supporting small businesses and supporting local chefs and places that I know need it, or not necessarily need it, but it would benefit. And that like.
Right.
It's just about, keeping the wheels turning for everybody right now, and if I have a platform to, share the stuff that I like to eat and the places that I like to eat, I'm going to do it.
Right.
It's like there's a reason why it's like my face isn't all over my Instagram. It's like it's about business and it's about other businesses and memes. Yeah.
Memes equal money.
Yeah, exactly. Laughs equal money.
You got to start selling your memes, your burger memes as NFTs.
Yeah, right.
Figure out that. Like,
I don't even know what that shit is. That's
dude, you actually probably could. You could probably get a bidding war going for the original Smashy Boy NFT. If you made the burger guy NFT,
that's crazy.
You kind of have him there. That'd be
funny.
It would be hilarious. But where'd you come up with the idea for the artwork for the little guys? Because you got a burger, you got a fries.
Yeah, we got a shake. Yeah, we got Smashy, Crispy, and Shaky.
Yeah. Okay. Are there more characters coming soon?
Maybe. I don't know. We haven't really. So Mike Bennett is the guy that designed him.
Okay.
He's
local artist.
Yeah, incredible local artist. He won like 2020 Portland Visual Artist of the Year.
He must be a cartoonist or something.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I mean, that's his style. That's awesome. I guess it's very cartoony.
It looks good. It's like good cartoon.
It's awesome, and it's all over. He does those slow signs that are all over town, and he's just a really, really good dude. And he loved the burgers, and he came by one day. He's like, "Hey, I'd love to do like a character or a painting for you guys." And I was just like, okay, sure. I wasn't really sure who he was at the time because I was still kind of new back in town, and I looked him up, and I was like, holy shit. The next time I saw him, I was like, I have an idea for a character, and that's Smashy. And it was, it's not old, it's a few years ago, there was a High Cascade snowboard camp up on Mount Hood. And they had a mascot that was like this like stick figure cartoon marshmallow that was like.
Because for people that don't know, it looks like it's like a burger. You have it on your shirt, on the back of the shirt.
Yeah, I do.
Right?
Actually, yeah.
If you can like try to put it in the camera, I don't know. I think people can see it. Right there. Yeah, they can kind of see it. They'll look it up. But look it up. It's like a burger with like the kind of like skinny legs.
Yeah, and finger guns because I love finger guns.
Do you do finger guns?
Oh, I'm the finger gun guys at shows all the time. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to point at people all the time. Like an idiot. And
the nervous habit.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, yeah. Big time.
Fonzie. Right, Did you grow up watching Fonzie?
Absolutely.
Hey, that's where it came from.
Yep. The Happy Days was my shit.
I love it.
And then Mike just showed up one day with Smashy, and I was just like, holy shit.
Get a little closer to that. Just a little bit.
It was like, when he showed up with the cutout one day, I was just like, this is
you guys have incredible. These big wood. I put a picture on my Instagram. You guys have these big like wood cutouts of them, like they're like this tall.
Yeah,
I was there when he broke his leg.
Really?
The wind knocked him over.
Oh, you were there really?
The wind knocked him over.
No, he's got the peg leg. The peg leg.
Yeah,
and people love the peg leg.
It's pretty funny.
It's
honestly.
so funny. Yeah,
it is funny. One
of the guys in the shop behind us fixed it one day. I just came up and I was like, what? He's like, it was a quick fix. And I was like, it looks great. And it's held up better than
one of the
original.
People from the crazy art shop?
No, there's a woodworker in the shop that's right behind us,
There's so much shit over there.
It's wild. It's just like you never know what you're going to get from day to day.
Dude, it's hilarious.
Like one chick's got like a window full of dildos, and one guy's got like fucking spray painting outside. Yeah. Like it's just nuts. You never know what you're going to get.
Who are some of your like top food places, like shout outs that you have here in Portland? I know this is all about you, but it's like, what I mean? If you got, you're always about sharing the love, you know what I mean? So,
Ruthie's, like those guys are like,
and explain to people, I guess, what these kind of people make.
Ruthie's, they do super seasonal wood-fired food.
That's their whole deal, is it's wood-fired.
Yeah, they have
what does that mean for people that don't know?
Big wood-fired oven. So like you'd see like a big like wood-fired pizza oven.
So they're chopping wood out there and shit?
Yeah, yep.
Wow.
They feed the fire. It's live fire, so they're feeding the fire all
What does
night.
that mean for food-wise? Are they stick it in there at the end to give it like a wood flavor?
No, they cook everything.
Or they cook everything in it.
Yeah,
oh, shit.
Yeah, and so it tastes. There's nothing that really tastes like it. You know?
I think we did a fish with your
Yep.
pop-up.
And
that was crazy.
Yep. So they do that, and then one of my favorite food trucks ever is Los Francos. It's on 122nd and Stark.
Los Francos?
Yeah, it's a little taco truck.
Do they have birria?
Nope.
No?
Nope. They do like buche, cabeza, like they do kind of some of the weird stuff.
Damn, okay.
And it's absolutely bonkers. Yeah, it's great. The Sunrise guys.
What is that? See, I don't know any of this shit.
Sunrise,
I only brought you on here to get your favorite food so I could go eat. No, I'm just kidding. What do they do?
They're Filipino food, I believe.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're out of Deadshot, and then Friendship Kitchen.
Are these all pop-ups or?
I think the Sunrise started as pop-up, and I think they've kind of turned into like a program at Deadshot, and then Friendship Kitchen over on Gleason. So some of the best vibes in Vietnamese food in the city.
Really?
Oh, it's super fun. Yeah.
I've never heard of that. I love Vietnamese food.
Yeah, the owner is an absolute riot. She's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much stuff every day that's opening and closing, and there's just so many opportunities for food in Portland. It's like
especially as stuff starts to come back.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like people like you that like started a business during the pandemic, or I know a lot of people had to close their doors, which is sad. But if you were able to stick it out, I think there will be kind of a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm optimistic about,
I am too. I'm hopeful,
I may or may not be here for it. You know what I mean? Right at first, but I'm still hopeful that, whenever it does turn the ship around, it'll be bountiful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's, I hope, I want everybody to go out to eat and enjoy the people that are serving them food and treat them right and treat them well.
Exactly.
We've all been through fucking hell the last 2.5, 3 years.
I'm really hoping that from the whole pandemic, at least, like people can maybe come back and be a little more grateful for restaurants and the environment.
More understanding of supply chain issues and staffing issues and just everything. It's this industry has taken an absolute beating. Especially the small restaurants over the past few years. So
and I feel like people really just want it to go back to exactly the way it fucking was.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard, but we'll get close. It'll probably be hard to get exactly. Maybe it'll be something totally different, something better. You know what I mean? It was. We don't know yet. It hasn't happened yet. So
I don't know what your take on it is, but I feel like during the whole pandemic thing, we got like. The restaurants, over the years, as stuff has become faster and the modern age and stuff, it seems like we naturally lose a little bit of kind of like relationship with the people making your food. Obviously, like you don't know everybody in the kitchen, making your food at a restaurant.
Right.
But during COVID, we like completely lost touch. with where our food is coming from, and it was like,
and especially the people
places.
Making it. You know what I mean? Because that's it's then. For a lot of us, for me, like when we first started, I was cooking every single day, like I was there every day. And so I got to meet everybody, and talk to everybody. So it's like being able to like put half of a face, I guess, to names and stuff like that is huge for the chefs too. It's like we want to see people. We want to like
when you're just cooking for a DoorDash person, that's not they're not as excited to get the food and eat it.
So you're throwing, your $30 dish in a fucking cardboard box. You know what I mean? Like that's
and that's the other thing too. That it's just like, when are we gonna go back to plates, man?
Yeah.
Like is COVID broken all the dishwashers now or something? Like, I mean, I get it if you can't hire it, just find a dishwasher right now. But it's like. Damn, like because you even still, like, I would say a lot of places in the city right now, you go pay $14, $15, $16, for a nice dish, and they'll give it to you in a box.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like even Eam, like I love Eam, but I got to sit outside and eat it off a cardboard. It's like,
Yeah.
and it's like fucking $100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm like, holy
yeah.
fucking really?
Yeah.
You know, and I guess I get why they had to do it, but like, they gotta be doing that. Let's go. Why can't we have a plate? Like, when do plates come back? What part of the pandemic plan with things journey back to normal? Where on the danger scale can we bring plates back? What threat level?
No shit.
Because
they
it's
can
like
wrap them in plastic in other countries and hand me food on them. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Yeah,
but
so
that's definitely detached people from the dining, like, you know, the restaurant experience too, a little bit. And so I really hope that it goes back to normal for everybody, and that it as normal as it can anyway. And I think it will. I think it'll come back on just as quick as it went away.
Yeah, I know people are like not, you know, playing words, but people are hungry for it. You know, they want the experiences back. They want their dining experiences back. We want to,
especially people around here, because I think a lot of, especially me, like after like traveling, like I am like so done with it, because like nowhere else hardly in the country is at this fucking level that we are here. We're still in like 2021. Like we're sort of like something. We're still in December of 2020 right now.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's going away in a couple of days, they say.
We'll see.
It's like hard to trust them because they bounce back and forth. You know what I mean?
They go on radio silence for a day.
Especially restaurant owners just must be like beating dogs right now. You guys gotta be like beating dogs out there. It's like every time they come over to you and they're like, here, buddy, we're gonna take the mandates away. You're like, no, you're not.
Yeah, we do all right being a truck.
Because you guys are outside.
We're outside, and it's, you know, we kind of have left it up to the people now if they want to wear a mask when they order and stuff like that.
That's cool.
I've let the staff decide
fucking
if they want to wear a mask.
Mike over here, dude.
I'm just like, you guys.
Eagles and fucking Eagles and American flags over here, dude.
Trying to like,
I love that,
give some people some sort of normalcy if they want it. You know what I mean?
You kind of have
like,
to reintroduce freedom to some people around here, man.
Yeah.
And I'm not even trying to be like a freedom kind of guy. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, you kind of have to be like, no,
it's okay.
You can choose to do things. And if you feel as though you would like to wear one, do so. Yeah. And we support that. But if you don't want to, it's okay too.
Yeah.
You know?
And there's guys, you know, that are, you know, still requiring, you know, they say we're still going to require masks in our restaurant and proof of vaccine and booster. And I'm like, oh, that's your choice. You know what I mean? It's a lot to ask of people after everything we've been through. And I understand the restaurant owners have been through a lot too, but it's like, damn. You know what I mean? Like,
there's some restaurant owners that have, you know, not to make the whole thing about COVID, but it is important to reflect on it. And I think it's interesting how it affects business. And that's kind of the whole, you know, point of one of the reasons I want to bring you on, just talk about, you know, business and food business and stuff. It's like, but it's like there really was like a bandwagon, so to speak, that like you could jump on and be on in that group, that class of people that of business owner that require all these things. You know what I mean? And it's like you did, you know, your best with, like, you know, when they were all super crazy about the mandates.
Yeah,
were like,
we were on top of it. You know, we made sure people masked up and stuff like that. But it's like once it gets outside and it's nice and we've done the research, you'll be like, okay.
We see the news articles are out now.
Yeah, it's like there's been enough research to say, okay, outside is probably a safe space. We're
probably okay.
Like let's you know, like I said, leave it up to the people. And, you know, a lot of it started when they first lifted the mandates, and we're like, I like took my signs down and threw them away and everything else, and then they're like, oh, psych, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm not buying more signs. Right. So it's like, you know, people know to mask up, and we'll request it if it's required. But like I said, even like last week, I was like, y'all just fucking make the decision for yourself.
Right.
You know. So,
and that's the other thing too, that like there's a lot of what people are quick to get like mad at, like you. Like I'm sure nobody got mad at you, or I hope not. But at business owners, you know, people are quick to get mad and be like, "What the hell, man?" You know, there's not. But it's like at the same time, there's a lot going into making that decision. Yeah. Because it's like it's like the people's judgment, or, you know, it's almost like another thing you have to take into account for. Like you're like, fuck, I don't want to get canceled as like the fucking guy that doesn't require the mask. You know what I mean? And so there's that, and you're worried about your employees, your customers, your well-being. It's like a lot goes into making that decision. Yeah. And it's not an easy one to make, but at some point it's like,
like I said, we're an outdoor thing.
Establishment.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're, you know, my guys know that they feel sick. They got symptoms or whatever the fuck. They're like, they know to not come into work. Right. And we'll get it covered. You know what I mean? So we take the right precautions.
How wild is that? Because that narrative has totally changed since I was like, you know, I don't know, working at a like
Anything.
you know 9 to 5 kind of job ever, you're fucking come to work.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're dying. I don't care if your leg is missing. If you lost your leg, you're getting a cane and you're gonna come to work. And it's like that was like the kind of shit I was brought up in. A kind of, you know, my parents and their parents is like, you go to work even if you're dying. You have to be here or you're gonna get fired. And it's like
my brother lives in Bend and his kid got sent home from school 3 different times for coughing. You know, and got tested 3 different times, all came negative.
The amount of times I told my mom that I was like,
she was like, get your ass
on the bus right now. We're not playing these games.
100%.
I used to like go to the nurse's office, take my temperature on the whole 9 yards, and they still wouldn't send my ass home.
Mouthful of hot water to try to get it up. I tried it all.
But now it's like, if you even like, they're like, you look sick, get out of here.
I'm like, I'm just hungover. Fucking leave
Which is kind of cool in a way. That's like maybe a positive thing.
Yeah, I mean, people are looking.
People are going to abuse that.
Yeah, they absolutely have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's too easy not to, really. You know?
Right.
So, you know, we'll see what happens long term with that too. You know, hopefully we can just get past this shit and, you know, or as much as we can.
Right.
You know, I'm sure there's still gonna be other variants and all that stuff, but it is what it is. And
Sure as fuck hope not.
It's you know,
if there are, I don't care about them. Don't report them in the news. Please.
I don't know.
I'm done with it.
Yeah, it's fucking
Don't give me another one.
Tired.
We're all done with it.
Yeah,
it's time to just party until we die.
Yeah,
that's the next. It's party and make money and have a good time.
Yeah.
Let's do America like it was. Let's go back to 2019.
Let's go back to like fuck that. Let's go back to like 1998. Like,
okay.
That shit was awesome.
I was 7, so
it was so much fun. We just like build ramps with cinder blocks and 2x4s and jump over our friends and shit.
I love it. Was that how you did it in North Dakota?
Absolutely, yeah.
How old were you in 98?
15.
15?
Yeah, 15.
Okay, you're like
I'm 38.
7 years older than me.
Yeah, 38.
Okay.
Yep,
I'm 31. I just turned 31.
Nice.
Young man, dude. You got time left.
I got plenty of time.
You got time to conquer this culinary game.
We're working on it, man. We're working on it.
What's next for Smashy Boys? Are you going to do anything else with that parking lot out there? Because there's so much opportunity out there.
Yeah, there's been talk about, you know, expanding into a pod. We'll see what happens with it. There's new landlords coming in, so we'll see what they do. We're pretty dialed in there. We've kind of established our, you know, that corner is without us, it's not going to be much, you know. So we're pretty
cool to see
there.
more as the stuff kind of gets more normal here, more tents. More event tents, more white tents.
That's
popping up out there with different food, different pot. You know what I mean? So just different shops and stuff. I got some ideas I want to run by at some point too. But
there's a lot of bullshit out there that is now gone with all like the abandoned vehicles and shit they had.
There was some abandoned. What was that? There was a whole funny thing on your Instagram. Wasn't there a boat there for a long time?
The SS fuck this boat. Yeah.
What's the SS fuck us?
Fuck this boat. Yeah.
Oh, the fuck this boat. The SS fuck this boat. How long was the boat in your parking lot?
It had to be like fucking 7 or 8 months. I think it was obnoxious. I complained about it fucking every 3 weeks and. It just disappeared one night, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, we're good." And then everything else now they kind of cleared it out for the most part. So hopefully in this mid-spring, once we have stretch and nice weather, we can make sure we get another couple pop-ups going.
Maybe a stretch and no mandates too.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to gain some trust back from us.
Yeah,
seriously, they're gonna have to give us like a solid 6 months for us to start coming out of our holes again.
Yeah,
being like, all right, fine, we can continue stuff.
I mean, there's they're announcing shit like all those shows. They announced the Pioneer Square. That's really cool. And they just dropped a Blues Fest lineup today. So that's cool.
So it's like they're just trying to.
I think they're
forget about it.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. I think it's kind of weird.
The mayor or whatever's like, oh yeah, now we can finally battle homelessness. Now that cases are down. I'm like, you have the worst homeless crisis in America.
And you're just now.
And none of them have COVID.
Yeah, right.
From I'm sorry. Maybe we're spreading misinformation.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't want to spread misinformation.
It's the internet. That's what
we do
does.
Here. No, I'm just kidding. This is the misinformation. My EP was titled "Product of Misinformation."
Yeah.
So I was on that shit way before. I was on game.
What's that?
But yeah, we got some stuff in the chat.
Let's
Let's see. Brandon, you know our buddy Brandon that lives here. He says, I've never seen Mike not in a Hawaiian floral shirt. I've never seen Mike not. Hey, he still got it on. He still has one on.
Gotta stay on brand, bro.
He still has one on brand. Look at
let's
that,
say
bro.
any plans for?
He was concerned for you. He was concerned. Any plans for a North Dakota pop-up?
North Dakota pop-up. We'll see. I will be back in Minot and Fargo. Fargo.
Oh, Fargo.
Yeah, for my 20th high school reunion. So I might try to set something up for that. We'll see.
That'll be fun.
But it is also vacation, and working on vacation sucks. So
yeah,
maybe.
Do you have any like ideas that you're? I guess it's hard because I know you still want to keep some stuff close to your chest. So without divulging anything, like any pop-ups you'd like to do, or stuff that you ideas you had that were cool, or you probably don't want to talk about it yet.
Yeah, I mean we're working on some stuff. I'd like to do a couple pop-ups in band. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's just fun, like doing what we're doing, and people reach out and kind of give us opportunities. Like, hey, do you want to come do this and do that and do this? And we're doing a big one on Saturday. That's this Lolo Overland. Like they build
Lolo Overland.
Yeah, it's a company that builds like camping gear for like Toyotas and stuff like that.
Oh,
and they
cool.
do a big like scavenger hunt around.
Is that like the ones that you put on top of your car?
Yeah,
kind
that
of thing?
and like the storage stuff and all sorts of cool shit, trailers and stuff. So.
So you're not gonna make burgers there though?
Yeah.
Oh, you are gonna make burgers there. Okay.
It's like a big outdoor.
I guess
thing,
I meant pop-up ideas like different, like Ruthie's style, like food stuff, or like different stuff that's not burgers, that like is like a type of food that you've had an idea like, it'd be cool if
I'll be doing a crawfish boil at Flying Fish next month.
Where is that?
I want to say Burnside and.
Dude, I'm coming to that. Honestly, when is that?
I can't remember. We haven't set a date yet. But the owner just reached out.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for that. Yeah, because I need some crawfish in my life.
I'll plug that one big time.
Nice.
So, what else? Yeah. Honestly,
what goes into like building a menu for you? Like if you're gonna do a little cool pop up niche thing that's like the thing you did with Ruthie's. Like, what did that look like? Were you guys sitting there with pen and paper and just kind of bouncing ideas off each other?
Yeah. Like so, their whole thing is Ruthie's is Colin's grandma. So a lot of those recipes and a lot of stuff they do is like loosely based on like their grandmother's recipes and stuff like they grew up eating. And so like with that one, we kind of went in with the same mentality. Like I grew up eating fish and whole fish and like potato salad and just like stuff that was really like familiar and name wise. And then we just kind of like break it down into something else. You know what I mean? Something that people
what do you mean like
the potato salad.
Okay.
It's like people think of potato salad as like yellow, like cute
mayo
potatoes, where it's like we fire roasted the potatoes and it was warm and it was like not a.
So you're like, how can we take every element of these normal dishes or whatever and like pizzazz them up and make them
exactly our own? Yeah. So it's like not only is it like familiar and like the name, you know what I mean, but like, oh, this is cool, but then it gets like a different reaction because it's something totally different, but still kind of reminds you of the original dish, you know what I mean? Like it's still potato salad.
What else did I have that you guys did?
Oh man, we had like
I think I got a little bit of everything.
Like the strawberry, the banana cake was like my grandma's banana bread recipe.
That's what banana cake was fire.
Yeah, so that's like my grandma's banana bread recipe that we just like turned into a cake. And
are you like a baker too, or a pastry chef guy?
Not really. No, not so much.
Stuff?
Yeah, baking is kind of like like you
kind of
have to do it all.
Bro.
Yeah,
those people are crazy. Yeah,
bakers are wild. Yeah, but yeah, no. Pizza. His name's Aaron from Ruthie's. He's an incredible baker, and pastry chef too.
Wow.
So yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, that place is rad. You
guys did did you do a chicken thing, or was it just fish? I got a piece of chicken from there too, but I can't remember.
Sure we did. It was a while.
That salad though, bro. That might need to pop up at Smash Boys, Smashy Burgs someday for a special little just summer potatoes. 4th of July, potato salad.
4th of July is gonna be fucking nuts this year. I can't wait.
Dude, it's going to be America this year.
A bunch of good music.
We're taking back 4th of July.
Yeah,
this year.
We got like Trombone Shorty at Edgefield and then Jazz or Blues Fest going on at the same time. Like, nice. It's going to be a good weekend. So hopefully we can get back into it.
Yeah, I hope to get out to New Orleans too and check that out because that sounds like a lot of fun.
Fuck, yeah. That's the best city in the country.
But I guess we can start wrapping it up. I hate to ask like I try to, I've been interviewed before by not a lot of people, but like metal people try to interview, and they're like, what are your favorite bands? I try not to ask like
what's your favorite thing to cook?
Yeah, I try not to ask like the boring interview questions that everybody asks, and try to make it more personal. But like for maybe a send off question, what's some advice you have for like people that are maybe like working and they see you. They're working and they're maybe the head chef or the manager or kitchen manager or something, and they've like been working in the game for a minute, and then they see you like do something that like your business plan is like pretty out there for people to see. Like it's raw. What you did was raw, and you're killing it. And so it makes people, which I think this is a good thing that you do for other young business owners and cooks and stuff and chefs, is they're like, shit, well, if he can do that, maybe maybe my idea has legs too. Maybe I can do that. Do you have any like kind of general like advice? You know what I mean? For people?
Test your ideas on your friends, and make sure they're your real friends and will tell you the truth.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
be honest.
Surround yourself with people that are going to like tell you the truth, and
that's
like,
huge.
And at the same time, like build you up.
Because feedback, it's hard to get good feedback.
Yeah.
Music's the same way. Everyone just strokes you about good set, bro. Good good music, good album, and it's like, is it?
Yeah.
But
exactly.
food is the same, because it's like, even I think I heard Gordon Ramsay one time say like, you're lucky if you ever get feedback about your food, because most people will just never buy it again or never come back. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They just won't say that was bad.
Yeah. So it's like, at the same time, it's like, take the chance, but like do your research, make sure you got, like a good product, that's something that, I did my R&D. I used the city of New Orleans to do that.
Right. Which is a big, crazy food city.
Yeah. And they loved it. And so I'm like, well, shit, if New Orleans loves this burger this much, like Portland's definitely going to love it.
Right.
And
so
they did. Take your time and do your diligence. It's like, I'm not going to say quit your job and go, pursue it, but like make sure that you're set up to go do it when you're ready to do it.
Right. And how long did you work in kitchens before you pulled the trigger on, this is like your first business idea then? Your first restaurant idea?
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the food industry since, over 20 years.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've seen it all, I've done it all. And it's like, all right, like I needed a change, but it's like I don't know anything else. And so when it's like, when it came to pivot for COVID, and during lockdown, like this is what I came up with, and
right,
and
it worked.
It worked, So, but like I said,
timing is important.
Big. Yeah, timing was big, and like I said, the people that were around me were big. Like, I got a lot of really good supporters in New Orleans, and then I got back here and had, Gabriel Rucker shouting me out, other friends shouting me out,
huge.
And making the
try
right,
this dude's fucking burger.
Yeah, and so making the right, connections when I got back, and just making something good that people like want, So
right,
it's
absolutely.
I don't discourage anybody from jumping out on their own and doing stuff. Like, I encourage it, but like I said, it's like do the work first.
Follow your Dreams, but like chill.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
do it right
with restaurant shit. It seems like everyone's like follow your dreams, like with everything, but like with restaurant shit, it's like follow your dreams, but like make sure that your dreams. Make sure that
you have money in the bank.
Yeah, exactly. What did they say? Bismarck?
Oh, Bismarck. I bet I know who that is.
Is that a friend of yours?
Is that Zane?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But all right, man. Well, anything you want to plug here, and we'll wrap it up. We just did a little over an hour and a half. So thank you for fucking rocking and rolling with me, dude. I hope you had fun. I had fun talking to you.
Yeah, this is great.
But yeah, let the people know, what's going on with you and what's, pop-up wise. Let them know what's going on.
Yeah, we got, so we'll be, at our 2 locations, noon to 6, 7 days a week at Cartside PDX and at 1015 Southeast Stark. We will be doing pop-ups throughout the summer. Go to our Instagram at Mid-City Smash Burgers.
Yeah, we'll make sure everybody gets all that. Get that all in the bio there.
Yeah. So other than that, I just want everybody to have a great summer and let's get back to normal and have fun.
Hell yeah, man. Let's eat some burgers and call it a day.
Fucking A.
Yeah. Well, with that, thank you, dude.
Yeah,
Peace out.
There you go.
Thanks, guys.